And so I'm curious, like, what was it like when you were first starting, or how when you were running your business before even coaching with me, and like, what was that main struggle that you had as an entrepreneur?
Yeah. I think I just kept running into walls of like, is this a good idea? You know what I'm saying? Like, is what I'm building, is what I'm like moving forward with, and trying to see I'm receiving that validation from like, you know, my my partner or a few of my friends that kind of like are coaching adjacent and coaching adjacent world or something like that. And they're like, no, that's a good idea. But like nobody's an entrepreneur. Nobody's like, and I framed it this way, I think on another audio that we did before, is like nobody sees the vision that like I see. Like I can see it. And I'm not an artist, so I can't. I was about to like compare it this way, but I can't. That's a bad move. I shouldn't have started this analogy. But anyways, it's like I can see the thing that I want to create, but when I'm communicating to other folks, it's like I don't know. I can't something about it. I can't put into words. And like I finally, after like I got burnt out end of last year, I took some time away from like my coaching practice and consulting, and just worked for somebody else for a short time, even though it was like literally 3 months. I literally just was like, I know what I need. I need support. I need people who are like entrepreneurs too, who are thinking similar like me, even if they're not building the same thing. I need to be in a group of people that do that, because like that was the biggest piece. I just kept. It felt like I was running into a wall and nothing was happening. Um, and like and the thing is like I have endless ideas of stuff and things. Shout out, ADHD of just like never my brain never turning off. But this was like one of the first times I've ever experienced where like there was nothing. Like I didn't have any new ideas. I didn't know what to do next. I was just at a loss, and I was like, I need help. I need help. I need some more because this ain't working.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm glad you recognize that. Be like, okay, something's off, and um, name what you actually need, right?
yeah.
So that
Well, it
you
took a year, but yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Well, I would say also creatives are ambitious entrepreneurs are also like, this is figure outable. I'm going to figure it out, right? And
Yeah.
maybe you don't realize, and potentially part of the system, the capitalist white supremacy culture system, that we should figure it out on our own,
Mm,
right? And no, actually, so much the energy, the juices flowing that
mm,
comes when you are actually around people. And I think we'll caveat that with the right people, or right
yes.
people that, like you said, you can get not just inspired by, but like actually can learn from, because you're
Mm,
all kind of in a similar boat, right? Like, or have been there before. So like there's wisdom here, like that we can take and do something with, right? So I think that recognition, and then going to seek it out, even though it took a year, right? Like actually going to find that, because a lot of folks can get stuck in indecision of even taking that step, that
mm,
action. So that's awesome.
yeah.
And yeah, do you have something?
No, I was just saying, absolutely. I think to your point, what you said earlier is like, that's a majority of like how I've done life, right? Like asking for help was not necessarily my first go-to. Just to be, I mean, keep it all the way 100. Like being Black in America, like it's to say like, oh, like who are you going to call for help? If something dangerous happens, I'm very resistant to call the police. Like that's the last people I'm going to call. My mom is still, my mom's still relatively. She had me very young. My mom had me when she was 15. So like where the age gap is not that big. But anyways, so like my mom's still like paycheck to paycheck, and like, like my partner, she kind of whatever, and she tries to help as best she can and like encourage me and push me, but like there's only so much. So like even growing, like even the way I went about life, like asking for help is not something that's like that I do. It's not my natural thing, because I just growing up, I didn't have a space to ask for help. But I got to shout out my business partner and like sister and close friend, Catherine Castro, who like has legitimately this past year and a half since I've known her, has taught me how to ask for help, has taught me how to like seek out community. And I'm gonna actually credit her. Like if I didn't know her, I probably wouldn't have done this like coaching program with you, to be honest with you.
Oh,
Um, because like I think inadvertently thinking about it, like asking for help, asking for support, not practicing what I preach, in that like leaders and folks that are doing something amazing don't have to have all the answers. Just because you're doing something dope and creating something amazing doesn't mean you have to have all the answers. And I think I was still dealing with that pressure and that anxiousness surrounding this. Like I got to figure it out. I have to make it work. Because if I don't make it work, then like um, I'm a failure, and then I've let a lot of people down, which is not true. But that's the internal dialogue. But anyways, yeah, like just to what you're saying, that's what struck a chord with me. It's just like the support is incredible. It's like go and be with people that like, hey, I got this idea. Can I like talk to you for like 15 minutes about it? And
Yeah.
just going back and forth. It's amazing.